The friends are bouncing with excitement as they spot all the amazing animals. They can't stop gushing about the fuzzy fur of these critters. I mean, who wouldn't want to cuddle a fluffy bunny or tickle a fuzzy bear? It's like a furry fashion show out there. Now, as the sun begins to set, this lively gang is all about having a super-duper fun night. They're dreaming of music blasting and dancing all around. It's not just about having fun, it's a friendship fiesta. They're celebrating like it's a birthday party, and no one even needs a cake. While exploring their magical surroundings, the friends take a moment to reminisce about their wacky adventures. It's like a friendship scrapbook filled with giggles and goofy moments. Each giggle deepens their bond, making this light-hearted adventure feel like a treasure hunt of laughter. The music they hear? Oh boy, it has the power to pull at your heartstrings like they're made from spaghetti. The sweet sounds and relatable lyrics make everyone feel all warm and fuzzy inside. It's like a musical hug, wrapping them in feelings and fun. As the music plays on, the visuals are popping like confetti at a party. Twinkling lights and colorful scenery dance alongside the tunes. It's a feast for the eyes and ears. This magical combo makes every moment unforgettable, kind of like remembering that one time you got broccoli stuck in your teeth. And let's not forget about audience engagement. The performers are like friendly monkeys inviting everyone to join in the fun. They're jumping around, making silly faces, and encouraging the crowd to sing along. This creates a super fun community vibe. It's like everyone is part of a big, silly family reunion. In this party of joy, the musical vibes are like magic. They sweep everyone off their feet and into a rhythm dream. With music and dance swirling around, it's an exhilarating experience that makes even the shyest wallflower want to join the conga line. And speaking of dancing, the video is bursting with characters grooving on the dance floor, showing off their wacky moves. It's a delightful sight that screams carefree fun. Dancing is that universal language that says, "I'm happy." You don't need a translator to understand that. In the end, whether it's the playful bonds, foot-tapping music, or those funky dance moves, it all comes together like a big, joyful pizza pie. Every slice is packed with laughter and love, reminding us that happiness is best when shared with celebration is bursting with energy, like a piñata filled with confetti. There's lively music playing, and everyone is dancing like no one's watching, except maybe the person with a potato salad. Ha! Laughter and cheers fill the air, making it feel like a festival of happiness. And guess what? The participants are all wide-eyed and giggly, showing they're surprised by some silly surprises at the party. Who doesn't love a good surprise, like finding out the cake is actually made of ice cream? Yum! It's this kind of joyful spontaneity that makes the celebration even more exciting. Now we turn our attention to the guests who are all buddy-buddy, proving that strong friendships are like glue that keeps the party together. It's heartwarming to see everyone laughing and sharing stories. These moments of camaraderie are like sprinkles on a cupcake, making the occasion unforgettable and oh so sweet. But not everything is a walk in the park or a dance at the party. Bluey, our little star, feels a bit down after getting a not-so-great grade. Talk about a faceplant. This leads to a chat about studying harder, and both her teacher and family are there, waving their pom-poms of support. They're basically cheerleaders for her learning journey. Even though Bluey feels like she's falling short, her mom steps in like a superhero. She tells Bluey that what really counts is trying her best. Isn't that just heartwarming? This caring environment helps Bluey bounce back like a rubber ball, ready to tackle her studies with renewed motivation. With a determined spark in her eye, Bluey dives into her studies, determined to improve. It's like she's preparing for the ultimate homework championship. This shows us that hard work and not giving up can lead to amazing things. Go, Bluey, go. Now hold on to your hats, because it's time to talk about escalators. Safety alert. These shiny moving stairs can be a bit scary for kiddos. They might look fun, but they can be trickier than a slippery banana peel. So, it's a big reminder for parents to keep a close eye on their little adventurers in public spaces. Speaking of adventurous, here comes Louie, who is as curious as a cat in a yarn store. He wants to explore the escalator. Oh, he finds himself in a bit of a pickle. This is a classic example of how kids' curiosity can sometimes get them into wiggly situations. Just remember, not all adventures are safe, Bluey. As the video wraps up, it reminds us that taking the elevator instead of the escalator is the way to go. Safety first, my friends. It's super important to teach kids the ropes of staying safe in their everyday adventures. After all, we want them to be the heroes of their own stories. Now, let's chat about another important topic, playing with electrical stuff. Yikes. Kids need to know that these gadgets can be more dangerous than a dog with a sock. By learning about safety, they can be like mini superheroes, avoiding serious injuries. And here comes the cautionary tale of sweets. Eating too many before dinner is like trying to fill a balloon with too much air might pop. Eating all those candies can lead to tummy troubles. So, let's all cheer for balanced meals and proper eating habits to keep everyone healthy and bouncy. It's super duper important for parents to keep an eye on what their kiddos munch on, especially at night. Otherwise, we might end up with upset stomachs that sound like a very grumpy bear. So, let's make sure they eat just the right amounts, keeping everyone happy. Nothing says sibling rivalry quite like a good old-fashioned cake fight. It's like a bake-off gone wildly wrong. Everyone wants a piece of that delicious cake, but instead, they end up sneaking side eyes at each other, plotting cake-tastrophes. This just adds a sprinkle of fun to family time, don't you think? And speaking of family fun, storytelling is the absolute best. It's like a magic carpet ride through the land of imagination. When families cuddle up and delve into tales, they build bridges of giggles and love that can last a lifetime. It's so fantastic. You might just wish you could live in a storybook forever. Just look at those giggly munchkins soaring with excitement while playing with Dad. It's like creativity is bursting out of them like confetti on New Year's. Parental involvement is super important, like the secret ingredient in Grandma's cookie recipe. It nourishes their little hearts and makes those emotional ties as strong as a superhero's cape. But oh no, poor Bingo. He's like a sad puppy without a bone. This reminds us that family care is as necessary as chocolate syrup on ice cream. Having emotional support in tough times is like having a trusty umbrella on a rainy day, always ready to help block the storm. And what's more exciting than snapping photos together? It's like catching joy in a bottle. Each click strengthens those family bonds, and you can almost hear the laughter echoing like a silly song. Everyone gathers round, feeling all warm and fuzzy inside, knowing they belong together, a family team. Kids asking for hot dogs? That's simply adorable. Their innocent little voices are like music to the ears, filled with playfulness. These moments are like sprinkles on a cupcake, adding joy and laughter to family dynamics that are as vibrant as a rainbow after the rain. But wait, when the phone gets wiped, it's like a suspense movie for kids. They learn that being careful with personal stuff is super duper important, like guarding your treasure chest. Cue the dramatic chase scene as our little heroes dash after the thief, their hearts racing faster than a roller coaster. And oh boy, does this chase turn into an exhilarating adventure. Together, they use their teamwork skills and quick thinking like pros. It's like a superhero movie where they're determined to save the day and protect their goodies from the villainous phone snatcher. Hold on a second. They remember the golden rule of stranger danger, like a catchy jingle. No giving goodies to strangers, folks. This important lesson is like a badge of bravery on their adventure and proves they're learning and growing along the way. Fierce and wise. The playful banter among the characters is like adding whipped cream to a sundae, making everything extra delicious. It's downright entertaining, showcasing the fun in their interactions. You can't help but chuckle when they throw in silly jokes and goofy faces. The background music? Oh, it's like the icing on the cake, creating a cheerful atmosphere that tickles your heart. It enhances the lighthearted scenes, making the giggles and silly moments sparkle like stars in the night sky. And those innocent and humorous expressions? They're crucial. They remind us how important friendship is. Watching these characters resolve conflicts is like seeing teamwork in action, showcasing the unbreakable bonds that tie them together, stronger than a grumpy cat. Oh boy, when friends get together, it's like a comedy show waiting to happen. They throw playful accusations at each other, like, "Hey, you totally stole my cake." It turns into a funny cake heist with everyone laughing and pointing fingers. It's all part of the giggle-worthy drama. And then, ding ding ding, the bell of honesty rings. One brave friend finally admits, "Okay, fine, I ate the cake." This is a big deal, just like admitting you might have snuck an extra cookie from the jar. It teaches us that owning up to our goof-ups is super important in friendships. But wait, here comes the family wisdom. Characters start remembering their parents telling them stories about sharing and understanding. It's like getting a treasure map that leads to better relationships. Remember kids, sharing is caring, even when it comes to cake. Speaking of sharing, picture this. One sibling is so upset because their cake went poof. Just like magic. Meanwhile, the other sibling is enjoying it like a cake-eating champion. This is the perfect example of how siblings can have their little cake wars, sometimes leading to giggles or grumpy faces. And guess who steps in? Mom and Dad. They're like superheroes swooping in to save the day. They remind the siblings how to be nice and work things out, teaching them to play nice, share, and avoid cake-related battles. After all, who wants to be in a cake fight when there are cupcakes around? Now, let's get to the heart of the matter. Here's a sibling feeling a bit left out, thinking, why does my brother always get more cake? It's a classic case of feeling like the peanut butter at a jelly party. But hey, these feelings can lead to misunderstandings and a sprinkle of family drama. Switching gears, we meet a little boy who dreams of having a fancy phone. And who can blame him? It's like having a magical power. But then, reality hits, and he realizes family needs come first. It's like when you want a toy, but your family needs groceries instead. Tough choices. As the story unfolds, we see the father and son growing closer, just like two peas in a pod. They discover that tough times can actually bring families together, reminding us that love is more valuable than shiny new phones. Sorry, fancy phone. Love wins. And then, boom, compassion strikes. The son decides to sell his phone to help pay for his dad's treatment. How sweet is that? It shows that sometimes giving up something we love can be the best way to show we care. Talk about heartwarming, right? One day, the police got a call about a sneaky little rascal named Catnap who was up to no good. The officers were like, "Hold on to your donuts, team. We need to catch this furry felon before he pulls a fast one and disappears like a puff of smoke." While they searched high and low for Catnap, a bunch of unexpected characters popped up. It was like a circus with clowns juggling and elephants dancing. Everyone just added to the goofy mix, making the whole scene feel like a comedy show, even though it was a little crazy. As everyone bumped into each other, there were misunderstandings galore. It was like a game of telephone, where nobody knew what was going on, but everyone was laughing. All of these funny moments made the story a delightful roller coaster ride of entertainment. Meanwhile, one character felt a bit scared, like a cat in a room full of rocking chairs. They wanted to snuggle with their family and say, "Please tell me it's all going to be okay." And guess what? It showed just how much love and support we need when things go a bit wobbly. Speaking of family, the story reminded us how important our loved ones are, especially during stormy weather. It's like having an umbrella in a rainstorm. They help us feel cozy and protected. Those family bonds are like super glue, keeping us secure when the winds of worry try to blow us away. Then came the big cleanup. It was like a giant mess monster had invaded the house. Cleaning up was a way to tidy up after all the unexpected craziness, showing us how we can tackle challenges when life gets a little messy. You know what they say, a clean house is a happy house, or at least a house where you can find the remote. Now, sibling rivalry was bubbling like a pot of spaghetti about to boil over. The kids were feeling a bit jealous, and oh boy, it led to some drama. Emotions were flying like confetti at a party, and they had to learn how to handle their feelings without turning their home into a battlefield. A child felt a little anxious, worried they weren't getting enough hugs from their parents. It's like when a cactus wants to be a cuddly teddy bear. This showed how important it is to talk about our feelings in families because communication is the secret sauce of love. As the children expressed their worries about what was happening, it was clear they cared a lot about their parents. They felt like superheroes with a mission, needing to save their mom and dad from the alien invaders. Talk about a dramatic plot twist. With courage filling their little hearts, the children decided to come up with a master plan to rescue their parents. They teamed up like the Avengers, ready to face the aliens, or at least the scariest creatures under the couch. Their teamwork showcased that when the going gets tough, families stick together. Finally, amidst all the chaos, they found their parents. But instead of aliens, their parents were just dealing with a huge cockroach emergency. Turns out, sometimes the biggest threats are the creepy crawlies in our own homes. Who knew they just wanted to get rid of those unwelcome house guests? And there you have it, folks. Catnap's chaos turned into a story of love, teamwork, and a very serious cockroach evacuation plan. Remember, even in the wildest of moments, family is what keeps our hearts warm. Just like a big bowl of hot chocolate on a Oh boy. The characters are jumping up and down with excitement and then plopping down in disappointment like a pancake when they lose their ice cream and toys. Can you imagine being sad about your ice cream? It's like losing a treasure chest. These funny little moments really show what it's like to be a kid and highlights their playful friendships. Now, speaking of friendships, there's a lot of teasing and rivalry going on. It's like a race between tortoises and hares, but instead, we have kids messing around. This friendly competition just adds more spice to their adventures and shows us that friendship can be a delightful roller coaster full of ups and downs. But wait, the fun takes a twist when danger sneaks into the story. As dark as a chocolate chip cookie that fell under the couch, this mention of spooky nights really cranks up the suspense. It's like putting a ghost costume on a fluffy puppy. Super silly, but a little scary too, right? Now let's take a peek at Bluey and Bingo. Their emotional connection is as strong as a superhero's cape. They navigate their feelings after a little tiff, a fancy word for a spat. And guess what? Open communication is the key, just like a magical door that opens to friendship's treasure. When Bluey says sorry, Bingo's face lights up like a firefly at a dance party. This just goes to show how a simple apology can patch up relationships faster than you can say Bob the Builder. It reminds us all about the fabulous power of forgiveness, like a big warm hug. As Bluey and Bingo go from being grumpy to happy again, we learn valuable lessons about empathy and kindness. It's like magic. They show us just how important it is to care for one another, like sharing the last cookie in the jar, even if you want to keep it all to yourself. Now, let's talk about school. A lot of kids say, "Oh no, not school," because they might be worried or feel like they're missing out on something super duper fun. But guess what? Understanding those little feelings can help make going to school as easy as pie. And who doesn't love pie? One big perk of school is socialization. Yep, that's a fancy word for making friends. Kids can reconnect with their buddies and join in on all sorts of group activities. It's like a treasure chest of emotional and social growth. And who knows, they might even learn how to share their crayons. And let's not forget about all the exciting stuff happening in class. When kids see fun activities lined up, their excitement bubble just pops. Like seeing cupcakes in the cafeteria, highlighting those activities makes school feel like the greatest adventure ever. As the kids explore the buffet, they face a few little bumps, like losing a coin. Oopsie daisy. Honestly, it just adds a sprinkle of relatability to their adventure. I mean, who hasn't lost a shiny penny when it's time to get ice cream? And let's not forget the family tags along. These younger siblings add a splash of giggles and fun during their joyful outings. Their presence makes everything even better, like adding whipped cream on top of a sundae, enhancing the overall yummy experience. So, all in all, we find that childhood is full of exciting emotions, playful interactions, and delightful adventures. Whether it's a battle over ice cream or navigating the school scene, it's all about making wonderful memories. while keeping a big smile on our faces. The excitement of a Christmas trip. It's like a roller coaster ride where the only thing missing is the cotton candy. Family traditions and traveling together are what make this time of year so special. But hold on, planning and packing, that's the real adventure. Just remember, if you pack your teddy bear in your backpack, it might get a little squished. Now, imagine oversleeping. It's like waking up to find out you've missed a pizza party. That's exactly how one sleepy head can make the whole family feel abandoned and chaotic, like a bunch of chickens running around with their heads cut off. It just shows how one snooze button can mess up everyone's plans. But what if they decide to cause a little trouble? Mischief, here we come. It's like when you think about sneaking an extra cookie from the jar. Deliciously naughty. This adds a sprinkle of humor and excitement to the story while reminding us that everyone has their unique personality, just like every cookie has its own flavor. Now, family gatherings during the holiday season are like marshmallows in hot cocoa. They just make everything better. Togetherness is the name of the game, especially when times get tough. Look at that family bond. They're tighter than a kid trying to fit into last year's winter jacket. Oh no! Suddenly, a thief shows up, and it's like someone dropped a giant snowball on the party. Talk about changing the vibe. It reminds us that situations can flip faster than a pancake, and we need to stay alert, even when we're cozied up at home, eating popcorn and watching holiday movies. But fret not. The family is like superheroes in this crisis, zooming into action. They don't just sit there. They whip out their phones faster than you can say, hot chocolate. Calling the police and making sure everyone stays safe? That's some proactive parenting right there. Who needs capes with that kind of heroic behavior? Now, let's sprinkle in a twist. The child is suspicious of their mother. It's like thinking the cat knocked over the Christmas tree. This moment shows how kids see the world, sometimes upside down and a little confused, and that's totally okay. After all, adults can be just as silly as kids sometimes. Mom swoops in to save the day, reminding her little one to trust her and listen up. It's like being a wise owl in a room full of bouncing bunnies. This moment illustrates how parents help guide kids through those uncertain moments, keeping the trust intact like sticky tape on a present. Meanwhile, the father's business trip is like a distant planet in this family universe. It gives us a peek into how kids feel when their parents are away. The emotions swirl around, just like a snow globe shaken up. Add a dash of missing dad, and you've got a recipe for deep family connections. And guess what? The child can't wait for dad to arrive. They love him like pizza loves cheese. This kind of excitement shows just how strong the bond between parent and child can be, reminding us that every moment apart makes the reunion feel like winning a game of hide and seek. Now, what happens when dad is late? The child wonders if he's stuck in a traffic jam, or maybe fighting off a dinosaur. This showcases how kids can feel a little anxious when their parents are late, like waiting for the next episode of their favorite show to come on. Finally, dad explains why he was late, and suddenly, a huge sigh of relief floats into the air like a balloon. The child's reaction shows everything is back to normal and harmony is restored. It's like a big family hug that wraps around everyone, reminding us that no matter what happens, love and laughter always bring us together. Bingo is bouncing around like a pogo stick when he sees ice cream. But oh no, too much of that yummy, creamy treat leaves him feeling like a balloon that's about to pop. It's a funny reminder for all of us. Too much ice cream can turn your giggles into wiggles. Just when Bingo thinks he's all alone in his ice cream dilemma, his mom swoops in like a superhero and calls on his dad for help. This is a classic family teamwork moment. When the going gets tough, parents know how to stick together like peanut butter and jelly. Now, here's where it gets amusing. Bingo, even while feeling all yucky, starts making funny faces like a wacky clown. Kids are experts at turning pain into giggles. Who knew a tummy ache could come with a side of slapstick comedy? It's like a mini health lesson wrapped up in laughter. And speaking of tummy aches, one family member dramatically declares, "My stomach feels like a giant ice cream cone." This silly statement is a goofy reminder to not stuff your face like a hungry hippo before heading out on an adventure. As the family hustles and bustles, packing their bags like a bunch of busy bees, they're racing against time. They don't want to forget anything important, like their favorite snacks or the secret stash of glittery socks. The thrill of a trip brings just the right amount of excitement. But oh no, one family member snoozes right through the packing party. It's a classic case of oversleeping that turns into a hilarious twist. Guess who's left behind? Spoiler, it's the one with the silliest pajamas. Just when they think it's all fun and games, a wild twist happens. A break-in at their house. The children turn into brave little ninjas, ready to save the day. Who knew that holiday adventures could come with a dash of mystery? The kids start to worry about their sibling left at home, turning the holiday vacation into a superhero rescue mission. It's a heartwarming reminder that parents always care, just like a cozy blanket on a chilly day. As everyone gathers around the Christmas tree, the festive cheer is through the roof. They laugh, tell stories, and munch on cookies, showing how important family time is. It's like a big warm hug that wraps around their hearts. Now let's switch gears. Did you know that vaccines can be like super shields against nasty germs, like dengue fever? They help keep everyone safe, like a superhero suit, but instead of capes, we just need a quick jab. Speaking of quick jabs, some kiddos get a bit scared about vaccines. But guess what? With a little encouragement from family, they can feel as brave as a lion. A little pain is nothing compared to the superpowers they gain. And let's not forget about keeping our surroundings clean to send those pesky mosquitoes packing. When everyone pitches in to tidy up, it's like throwing a big party for health. Let's spread the word. Together, we can swat away. Once upon a time, the police got a funny little call about a criminal cat. Yes, you heard that right, a cat. Suddenly, everyone was in a tizzy, imagining a kitty in a ninja outfit robbing the neighborhood. Can you believe it? The urgency made the whole thing even more hilarious as they rushed off to investigate this furry bandit. But boy, the police were chasing their tails quite literally. They stumbled upon all sorts of silly miscommunications and false leads. They thought they spotted the cat in a tree, but it was just a squirrel wearing a top hat. This mix-up added a delightful sprinkle of comedy to their chaotic cat hunt. And guess what? They were completely outsmarted by a kid. Yep, that's right. A little mischievous child pulled the wool over the police's eyes. This cheeky twist showed how innocent and playful kids can be, proving that sometimes the smallest heroes have the biggest tricks up their sleeves. As the story unfolds, the kid starts feeling scared and runs to their parents for a hug. Nothing says comfort like a warm squeeze from mom and dad. It's like having your own personal superhero swarm in to save the day. Emotions are super important, especially when you're frightened and need a little love. Speaking of emotions, the dialogue in our story is filled with urgency and panic. Imagine a bunch of characters running around, shouting about a cat heist. It really shows how unexpected situations can send everyone into a tizzy. But together, they face their fears, proving that teamwork really does make the dream work, or at least makes it less scary. Now, as the adventure continues, our main character starts playing with their surroundings. It's colorful and fun, like painting with rainbow spaghetti. They use their imagination to escape their worries for a bit, showing that a sprinkle of creativity can make the yuckiest of feelings disappear, like magic. But oh dear, the child suddenly feels neglected because they think their parents like their sibling better. Oh no, this can cause quite a family storm. It's like an epic battle of feelings, with misunderstandings flying around like confetti at a birthday party. Then, the child hears about another boy who's very sick, and it hits them right in the feels. Suddenly, thoughts about love and family swirl around like puppies in a pet store. This moment teaches us to cherish our loved ones like they're the last slices of pizza. We have to hold them tight. After all this, our little hero decides to apologize to their parents. It's like giving a big, fluffy teddy bear hug. They realize that sometimes being a little brat isn't the way to go. This moment shows us that families are like squishy jelly. They can be tough on the outside, but inside, they're super sweet. Now, let's zoom in on how the children are feeling about aliens and whether their parents are lost in space. They're feeling a bit anxious and definitely need to save the day. It's like they're mini superheroes, ready to swoop in and save their family from an alien invasion. As the adventure reaches its climax, teamwork kicks in. The kids come together, planning to rescue their parents with epic bravery. They may be scared, but they're ready to face whatever wacky situations lie ahead. Their determination shines brighter than a supernova. Finally, when the truth about their parents is revealed, it's a mix of relief and utter chaos. The children discover they've got an unexpected infestation of, well, something silly at home. This twist adds even more excitement to their rescue mission, turning it into a wild, rollicking adventure filled with laughter and fun. When Bluey meets some bullies, it's like stepping into a scene from a superhero movie, but not all heroes wear capes. He faces the tricky challenges of peer pressure and threats, which can make little hearts feel all squishy and scared. Yikes! Who knew kids could feel so alone sometimes, right? Let's cheer him on to rise against those meanies. But hold your horses. When Bluey thinks about telling someone his problems, he kind of freezes like a deer in headlights. It can be super tricky for kids to spill the beans about their fears. It's like trying to get a cat into a bathtub. So, seeking help is a big deal, and we all know that sometimes it helps to talk it out, no matter how awkward it feels. Here come the heroes of the day, Chase and Marshall. They're like the dynamic duo of the doggy world. They swoop in to help Bluey, proving that having supportive figures is just as important as having pizza on a Friday night. Their decision to investigate is a big wag of approval, tackling bullying head-on like true champions. Let's give it up for the police. They've got a crucial role in helping kids deal with bullies, showing that they're not just good at catching bad guys. They can also be like extra big, friendly teddy bears that help children feel safe and supported. It's a reminder for everyone in the community that being aware and helping each other is super duper important. Now let's switch gears for a moment. The story throws in a friendly warning about trusting strangers. You know, like when you see someone offering candy from a van that plays circus music. Oh. It's important for kids to be on the lookout for sneaky folks, especially when they feel all wobbly and unsure. Speaking of family, teamwork becomes the name of the game. When one of the siblings goes missing, the kids jump into action faster than kangaroos on bouncy balls. This shows us how crucial it is to talk to our families, especially during emergencies. Go, Team Sibling. Now, let's chat about trust and safety because it's kind of a big deal. When the characters have a little chat about food from strangers, it's a reminder that being aware is super important. No free cookies from unknown folks. Thank you very much. This is the kind of wisdom that'll keep everyone safe and sound. Oh, the plot thickens. There's a case of mistaken identity, like when you think your best buddy is your dog, but it's actually the neighbor's cat. This mix-up leads to some confusion, and who doesn't love a little suspense to keep the story spicy? The fun doesn't stop there. The characters engage in a hilarious challenge to figure out who the real Bluey is. It's like a game of hide-and-seek gone wild. Their playful competition makes us laugh and adds to the joy of the story, reminding us that friendship is a blast. Now, drum roll, please. And speaking of cake, let's have a peek at the restaurant scene. You'd think it's a royal banquet, but nope. The menu choices look more different than a cat wearing a tutu versus a dog in sunglasses. It really shows us the gap between families and reminds us that everyone deserves a tasty meal. When the kids are chit-chatting at the restaurant, we start to see some funny mix-ups about wealth and class. It's like trying to put together a puzzle while blindfolded. This just goes to show how important it is to be kind and understanding to everyone, no matter what their background is. Look at Bingo Go. She's throwing a tea party for Bluey. It's a perfect way to show her sister what being a big kid is all about. It's like taking a leap from the kiddie pool to the big waves. This moment is all about growing up and the new adventures that come with it. And how about that dinosaur-shaped cake? Yum! Bluey's favorite theme comes to life, and it's as amazing as it sounds. This cake is more than just tasty. It symbolizes the sweet effort of making the birthday special and full of love, just like a warm hug. When Bluey unwraps his gifts, It's like watching a magician pull bunnies out of hats. A bicycle and a dinosaur toy? Talk about the ultimate birthday haul. The joy of unwrapping presents is like sunshine on a rainy day. It's all about sharing those special moments with family. But wait, there's a mysterious smell lurking around. The characters react like they just stepped on a stink bomb. Their playful banter and funny reactions add heaps of giggles to the scene. Who knew a smell could bring so many laughs? And guess what? Dad seems to be at the center of all the chaos. It's like he's a walking tornado of silliness. His antics spark the main conflict, showing just how typical family life can get a little wild but totally lovable. Through all this, the dialogue emphasizes how crucial communication is in families. The funny misunderstandings over that mysterious smell remind us of those relatable family moments we all share. Because let's face it, sometimes it's a little crazy, but it's always full of love.